So Adam eats of the fruit, and something happens. And then God drives him out of the garden. Now, there's a point that I'm driving at. Trees don't have knowledge, do they? Of either good or evil. A tree, if you pardon my language, ain't nothing but a tree. But trees are significant. Trees have the capacity to live, some of them, long time. 1,000, 1,200 years. Trees. Trees take in carbon dioxide, and trees give off oxygen, which we need. So wherever there is a tree, and many trees, the air is generally purer. Trees can stop the erosion of the land. Trees rooted properly, fed properly, grow, and then their branches spread in all directions. And if you look at the branches of a tree, they go in a 360-degree circle. And you can find shade under the tree, and some bear fruit. The tree that men are invited to is the tree of life. This tree in the midst of the garden was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said to us, since trees don't have knowledge of either good or evil, this tree is a human being possessed of these two knowledges. That he can use the knowledge of good to attract the good, and the knowledge of evil to deceive the good into the doing of evil. Huh? The fruit of that kind of tree is not a good fruit, because it leads to the doing of all manner of evil, but we do it from the vantage point mentally that it's okay, because evil is made fair seeming to us. Because the person who knows good and knows evil can use the knowledge of good to deceive us, then make evil look good. So that we're doing evil thinking that we're doing good, not able to discern the evil anymore. That's a heck of a tree. Many of us are engaged in evil acts and don't even realize consciously that we're doing wrong. It's really sad. Destroying yourself. And if somebody points it out to you, say, look, nigga, mind your business. You know what I mean? I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm not doing nothing wrong. And if you were to examine the things that you and I do and say against the criterion or the standard of human behavior laid down by God in his moral law, then you would find that 80% of what we think is off. 80% of what we do is wrong. Maybe 10% of what we do and think is right. How did we get so messed up? we ate of the wrong tree. In our lessons, Master Farad Muhammad says, why does he fear now that he's a big man? Because the devil taught him to eat the wrong kind of food. You mean food can inspire fear? Fear is an emotion that restricts our ability to think and act beyond the object of our fear. You mean food can inspire fear? Yes. Yes. That is not my subject. I'll just throw it out there for you to consider. Allah says in the Quran, we are to eat no meat over which Allah's name is not remembered. Why? Why is that? These are not our creatures. These are the creatures of God. God gives man rights over creation. But when you take the life of an animal, you must do it in the way of God and in the name of the God who created that life and gave it in service for your life. To take a chicken by the neck okay, get it and let's eat it. Unwise. You didn't remember God and you killed it in an unmerciful way. So when you snatch it by the neck, it wants to live just like you. It releases into its own system those poisons that allow it to struggle against death, which is the enemy of life. So the meat that you're eating is the meat of fear. And then you wonder why you are scared to death people, because you have been eating foods improperly slaughtered. You're running after the pig with a club in your hand. Hit it in the head once, mop. It's not dead. You keep, and he's squealing, and you just beating it. Then you turn around and eat it. And you're eating the poison produced in its system through fear. Why does he fear now that he's a big man? Because the devil taught him to eat the wrong kind of food. Well, not only does your stomach digest food of fear, but the mind digests ideas that produce fear. Are you listening? Now, I want to come back to our struggle today.